you ever feel like the more your business grows, the more buried you feel? Well, that's the topic. That is what we want to tell you in this first segment, because one of the good things is that overwhelm means that you're growing. It's tough to say that though, right? It's tough to say that overwhelm means that you're growing because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. But it is a signal. It is a signal. And when you talk about it, it's not really a sign of failure. It means that maybe you've outgrown what you're currently doing. So what are some examples that you can think of where your business is growing and then you start feeling more buried?
Well, I mean, you got the chaos around it. More clients coming in, um, more things to fulfill, right? And it's going to get crazy before it gets clear. Um, Anytime that you try to scale up an operation and you have systems in place that don't scale with you, I mean, that can really be an eye opener. That it's time to transition out of being the technician, being the person that does it all, and actually become the business owner and put the proper people in place to get the things done that need to get done, right? And you know, and a prime example, right? ClickFunnels, right? I know we talk about ClickFunnels pretty much every week, but it's an easy prime example to talk about because you think everybody knows who Russell Brunson is, right? He's the face of the company, right? And Todd's starting to come out into the limelight a little bit for what he does as the product developer. But Russell's the mind, and Todd is the implementer, right? So that's the dynamic that those two have. So like each business needs at least two people in it for it to function properly. Like you can't be the mind and the operator at the same time forever. It doesn't work unless you're selling an info product or a book or something like that, and that's your only business. But even then, you still got to have somebody to create for you because you can't do it all.
Yeah, exactly. So when we talk about um, um, a sign that you're growing overwhelm, for me, I it always goes back to when you're growing your audience. And for me, as a content creator, I I am growing my audience consistently. It is the number one KPI, or the number one thing that I am monitoring on a monthly basis. Now, as you are growing, as you're out there and you're growing your audience and you are being exposed to more people, you're growing, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, it can bring a little bit of overwhelm. If you're being reached out, if you have multiple people reaching out to you, being interested, one of the most important things that you can do is respond right away. I think statistics show that if you wait past 4 hours to respond, then you've lost that person as a client. If you can respond, the faster you can respond, the better opportunity you have to actually turn that person into a client. But how do you respond when you've got 20 people trying to reach out to you at the same time, or if you've got 20 messages in the DMs going at the same time? Um, well, the that's when you know that you're growing, and that's just the first step. I think that overwhelm, that means that you are growing. Now we'll get into a little bit later about